Hi guys, happy Monday. I hope you're doing well. With the clips finished, I hope you're starting to feel a bit better. Okay, this audio is going to be about a question. I also have an audio planned. Hopefully, I'm going to have time today, not sure. But this is going to be a question from one of you guys, and it's a really good question. I'm going to read a portion of it that actually is the question. Although this client gave me the whole explanation why they're asking. So here's the question. The thing is, I don't really know the difference between being in a low vibration, generally speaking, and being in a high vibration, generally, but just feeling sad. Okay, great question. So, first, an important thing to mention about being in a high vibration is that it does not mean that you are happy and perfect all the time, because that can never happen, believe me. We can never have the perfect life, we can never have the perfect emotions, we can never have the perfect day. Bad things happen all the time. It's a part of life, it's an important part of life, and it just needs to be that way. So being in a high vibration does not mean being happy all the time and feeling great all the time. And this is, I think, the reason why a lot of people kind of think that they are not allowed to have a bad day if they want to, fix their vibration. They are not allowed to feel their negative feelings if they want to fix their vibration, and they should just kind of ignore them and suppress them. But that is not what it's about, because if you ignore your emotions, if you don't allow yourself to be a victim for a moment, we are trying to avoid victim mentality, but we are not avoiding feeling sorry for ourselves here and there, because that's normal and we should be doing that. So there's a difference between the two. And let's talk about kind of how to know the difference between being in that low vibration all the time and being in victim mentality, or just having a rough period or a bad day, or just feeling sad for a moment. What is the difference? So I'm going to give you an example that I'm sure everybody had in their life, and maybe this is going to make it very clear. So you know how all of us kind of had that one friend that was always complaining, that was always in a bad mood, that was always gossiping, that was always all about, oh, life sucks, everything's horrible, was very negative about everything. And when you meet that friend, and when you talk to that friend, you feel so drained afterwards, and they kind of even um, they ruin your mood, even because with all the negativity and everything they're talking about, it kind of makes you wonder, and it kind of ruins your mood as well, and kind of your mindset a bit. So this is low vibration, this is victim mentality. And for example, when you have just a regular normal friend person who is like generally a positive person, has great sense of humor, you have so much fun with them, but sometimes they will have some kind of a problem, and this is when they're gonna feel sad and bad, and they're gonna ask you for advice, or they're gonna just complain to you. But it's just gonna be sometimes, it's not gonna be all the time. And then, when you talk to them, you're gonna feel bad that they're feeling bad, but you're not gonna feel drained afterwards, because it's only normal that people will be having some issues every now and then and complaining about them, but they won't be doing it all the time, and they won't be like obsessing over it, and they will kind of dealing with their issues and their negative emotions. So this is the difference. When a person is in a low vibration and in victim mentality, it kind of goes on every aspect of their life over time. It's just kind of, it will spread because it's energy spreads. And this person will be generally a negative person, in terms of always complaining, thinking everything's horrible, only seeing the negative stuff in life, only commenting on the negative stuff in the world. So when you talk to them, they will only comment on the bad stuff that are happening, never on the good stuff, never something positive, never something funny, always bad things, they'll be focusing on the negative things in life and negative things around them, and they will only notice the negative things, and their mood will constantly be, depression, anxiety, all the time. They will always feel bad, and they will always complain, and they will never, and this is the main thing, they will never do something about it. They will only complain, but they will never try to make their life actually better and to, just do some work. And this is an extreme example, of course, as always, but I need to give examples like this for, people to really kind of see what I'm talking about. So they will not seek help in terms of, maybe seeing somebody, a psychologist or a psychiatrist. They will never do anything by themselves, to raise their vibration. No, like positive things, thinking. Also, if you suggest to them, hey, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should stop viewing things like that, or maybe say, no, not all men are like this, or not all women are like this. They're just going to be, no, they are, and they're going to refuse any opinion that is different from their own, and all the things you may be suggesting for them to help themselves, they will say, oh no, that's stupid, I'm not doing that, or why would I do that when it will not change my life, just doing some exercises and stuff, it's not going to change my horrible life. Nothing will change my horrible life. I just have a horrible life, and that is that, and nothing can change. So that is a person that is in low vibration and just stuck there and doesn't want to leave, although they would love to have a better life, absolutely, but they just don't want to put in any effort into it because it's just easier, and it feels even comfortable to them to complain all the time, to be negative all the time, and just to do nothing. Or for example, you have a person who is unemployed for a while, and when you are unemployed for a long time and you definitely need money to survive, right? We all do. It's only normal that it will affect you mentally. And a person that will really go into low vibration when that happens will even stop looking for work because it's going to be like pointless to them. Okay, there is no job for me. I can't find work. So why would I even bother? They will just kind of give up on themselves. So in a way, low vibration is also giving up on yourself, because when you give up on working on yourself and on picking yourself up, because life is tough, it's hard, and when you just let go of that need to, pick yourself up and give yourself that little encouragement, and we all need basically vibrational work all the time just to survive, because life can be hard. When we just give up on all of that and we give up on ourselves and we're like, okay, obviously I'm gonna be unemployed, or obviously I'm never gonna find love, so I'm gonna stop even hoping or trying, and I'm gonna be thinking very negatively about love and about, men or women or relationships, and it's all bullshit, it all sucks. Those are the type of people that really, they create that limiting belief in their mind, and this is going to become their mindset, and this is the victim mentality mindset. On the other hand, a person that is, in a higher vibrations generally, but just having a rough period, something happened and they're feeling sad for some reason, this person will, obviously go into victim mentality, go into, self-pity, go into, even those negative thinking about men, women, love, whatever the topic is, why they're sad, right? But their mindset is still not going to be like that. They're still going to be aware, okay, I'm having a tough time. I'm going to let it all out. I'm going to let all of these emotions out. I'm going to, feel sorry for myself. I'm going to be this huge victim for a little bit. But that person will, after that, when they release those emotions, and emotions always need to be released. Okay, guys, do not suppress them, do not bottle them up. Let them out. Feel sad. If you're feeling sad, cry. Cry for a day, cry for 2 days if you need to. That's what you need. This emotion is inside of you for a reason, because you need to feel it and you need to release it. Okay. And after that, you are automatically gonna start to feel better when you release, when you live the emotion, feel the emotion and release it. You're just gonna feel better on your own. It's kind of like, how do I put it? It's kind of like how the brain works. Once you're done with self-pity, it just picks you up and it's all better. I'm sure that a lot of you have noticed that. But if you're struggling and you kind of want to stay in that victim mentality forever or for a while, this is where you need to really force yourself to get out of it, because you don't want to become that person that I just described before. So that is the difference. The difference is basically giving up on yourself. That is the main difference. And you're gonna kind of recognize it, people, when they have given up on themselves. And that's extremely sad. And you don't want to do that. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to feel, nothing will ever be okay. Nothing works out for you. I'm a huge victim. This and this happened to me. It's fine. But you don't want to stay in that mentality, because you don't want to give up on yourself, because it's not true. But it's okay to feel that way at the moment, because something made you feel that way. But it's not okay to stay like that and to just assume this is how life is and nothing can be better. Because yes, it can. It can. So obviously, when something bad happens and you're feeling sad or you're feeling angry, you're not gonna pretend, oh, never mind, life is great, everything's fine. You're not gonna do that. That's very unhealthy. But you're also not gonna give up on yourself and give up on your goals and give up on your dreams just because something bad happened. So that is the difference. And I hope this helps and I hope it's clear. Bye, guys.